See, this elephant had this little dwarf trainer, and just used to put a little ballerina skirt on that elephant. Kind of go around the circle and go, like that. That's why I thought it was so laughable at the time. There's a rumor going around the circus that that dwarf and the elephant were lovers. Squash. Oh, they had to shoot the elephant. I don't know whether it's because of rumor or not, but they're buried together. Tombstone. Guess it's not elephants, huh?
No.
Just I was at this freak show one time, and I saw these Siamese elephants. They was joined at the end. They was joined at the end of their trunks like that. And this trainer would make them stand up on their back feet like that, and they had their trunks stretched like that. Then this little monkey would come out. There and dance a merengue right out there. I kind of felt sorry for them. They couldn't go like the other elephants when they go. All they could do is just blow and go.
North.
One that sneezes, the other's eyes get real big.
Go on, Mama. You sure that little asshole's through?
Well, because we have that live to tape feel, did you Did you try to stop from, cracking up, or did you have, did you bite your lip, or did you just kind of go with the flow? How did you do it yourself?
Well, when I was young, I was too mortified, and we talked about that. I just didn't feel like I had really earned the privilege to do that. So I would keep it together because I didn't feel it was my place. And I was really not even sure what they were doing. I was still learning. So it took me well into that run to embrace the go ahead and have fun with it concept.
Tell me about the sketch you did, the Mama sketch, where you were, basically you and Tim Conway, you were bleeped. What was that about?
What, are you talking about the famous blooper?
Yes, I think so.
Which has had a life of its own, it was Dick Clark's favorite blooper for years and years and years, and I have said, I've said to the kids, you guys, I should have started the college fund with the money from that blooper because he just plays it over, and he played it over and over and over for years. It was really the first time that Mama spoke out, I believe, and it unleashed a monster, God knows, but when we would do our afternoon show, the dress rehearsal,
mm-hmm.
and in between shows, you'd have time to get touched up, get a little snack if you needed it, and get notes from the director. So Dave Powers, our director, he would come by the dressing room somewhere during that hour and say, we're changing your mark in the dance number. We are cutting this line in this sketch. I need you to look directly into camera one on this, so you'd get your notes. Right. On this particular night, the night that we did that particular sketch, he knocked on my door. He said, I have only one note. The elephant story will be different, and good luck. And now, by now, I am married to Al. He's the makeup man on the show. I said, damn it, how does Tim get away with this stuff? And Al looked at me and he said, get him. So I don't know, I don't know if it's Tim's fault. Maybe it's Al's fault that monster was unleashed. Anyway, we get to that taping. And Carol, when Mickey Hart was a character in the family, he was Harvey's partner at the hardware store. And when Mickey Hart got written into the sketches, Carol, knowing Tim and knowing what a little troublemaker he was, took us aside and said, listen, I feel very strongly about these characters. I do not want to break the fourth wall. We have got to stay disciplined. I really, really feel strongly about this. Well, so who loses it? Who loses it during the dress rehearsal and is in my face with tears coming down her eyes trying to stifle her laughter? And it's, the whole concept is we're playing password. And she keeps putting the thing under my nose going, go ahead, Mama, go ahead. And she's a mess. So I get the note during the break that the elephant story is going to be different and good luck. And Al says, get him. Well, we got to that same spot, and indeed, the elephant story was much longer and more convoluted, and Carol loses it again. And I'm just like, really, Carol? Really? You're the one who said. And she's in my face, and she's going, go ahead, Mama, go ahead, Mama. So I decided to get Tim, and I said, are you sure that little asshole's finished? And for those people who do remember that sketch, Tim went off one end of the sofa. It was the last season. It's Dick Van Dyke that went off the end of the other end of the sofa. I think the cameras were jiggling. I think everybody was just, I don't know if they were relieved that Vicki had finally cut loose or, yeah.
So did that air in a bleeped format?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember.
I thought that maybe it did, but...
I don't remember.
But it's had a life on its own, certainly in the blooper show.
It has had a total life of its own.
Now you sit right down on this bench and get a little sun. That's it. Just relax, read your newspaper. I'll pick you up in a half hour and I'll be right over there if you need me.
Okay, Leona.
Nice day, isn't it? Pidgey. That time we had some decent weather, and here you go, Pidgey. Here you go. I just come over from that big civic auditorium, you know, where they give them lectures. Was you there? I didn't see you. They had this psychic today. He's giving this lecture on reincarnation, you know. Everybody lived a bunch of different lives, past lifetimes, things like that. Shoot. You know Sophie Armbruster, that big, heavy-set woman whose husband is in the, she's in the escrow, her husband is in the escrow business. You know?
No, I don't know.
That's the one. Well, right in the middle of this throng of thousands of people, Sophie Armbruster stands up, just as big as you please, and she says, in a previous lifetime, I was Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt. I about died. Boy, was she sucked in. Can you imagine Sophie Armbruster, Queen of Egypt, Cleopatra? No way. I was. Egypt was nice.
Leona!
Egypt was a little bit like Idaho. Only without the mountains and the Winnebagoes, you know? Boy, I had everything. I had it all. I had jewels and palaces and clothes. I had 27 camels. Actually, I had 23 camels. 4 of them were dromedaries. And there's the difference. The dromedaries only have 1 hump. Other ones have 2 humps. When you're Queen of Egypt, you gotta know them things, you know? And there was all these men I had. I had a toll gate in my bedroom. We could have wiped out the national debt in 3 hours. Leona! Let me tell you about Julius Caesar. I was married to him, you know? Boy, for a guy who used to run around all day in the Forum in a dress, at night, he made Burt Reynolds look like Mr. Whipple. Now, when I was married to Attila the Hun, it was a lot different. I met old Attila in a singles bar. He was a great lover. He was gentle. He used to kiss me tenderly and caress me lovingly. And we'd go out to dinner and he'd order us raw yak. I know, sure. Sure, Attila the Hun, he plundered and he pillaged and he ravaged, but he was a swell little provider for me and the kids. He gave me a charm bracelet once. That charm bracelet was made out of genuine people teeth. After that, and every time we had an anniversary, he'd add another little charm to it. He gave me a rock once. Oh, must have been yay big, you know. Put on my bracelet, wasn't your ordinary rock at all. It happened when he was pillaging once through Italy. He got it at Gucci's. There's some swell little provider. And then for transportation once, he gave me this pair of elephants. They were Siamese. They was joined at the trunk. And whenever one of them wanted to go somewhere, the other one would have to walk back. And one of them one time caught a cold. And it sneezed and blew both their brains out. Leona! So what? He was Attila the Hun. What do you want, Attila the accountant? He was good to me and the kids. I tell you, Paul Revere was never a problem. I should know. I was his horse. That was some night. Galloping around the countryside with this madman just beating on my flanks. And he's screaming, "You redcoats are..."
You know this guy, lady? Hey, Mac, you know there's a law against disrobing in a public place?
Yeah, but she had these camels in the
Tell it to the sergeant.
Boy, the weirdos you meet in the park.